This boat's got some power.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Jolly Roger 907 YouTube channel. It's been a while since I posted. It's the beginning of sprint boat season, so I'm going to start posting again. We just had our first race up in Lewiston. I'll tell you more about that here in a second, but some updates here. I just got the 500 out of the 907. That thing was extremely delayed coming in back from New Zealand, so we're skipping the first two races in the super boat, and we're racing in the Group A boat. More to come on that. But the 907, the Sprint Tech, is finally back in the States. The motor's out. We're going to swap that with an LS Turbo. So we're going to be running some boost in the superboat class, hopefully on the late July race out in Port Angeles. We still don't really know what happened with this motor, but you can see there was some bad. We know what caused that, but there's some other issues of the cylinder possibly lifting the head gasket. So we'll sort that out. But the bottom line is we're back racing, and we started the season with a win in the 180. So let's get to the racing. All right, so it was a two-day race event in Lewiston, and it was on a brand new track. EC Enterprises killed it. It's a mirror copy of one of the New Zealand traps, Wanganui. It was pretty cool to see that. It was kind of hard wrapping my brain around if is it the real Wanganui or the reverse. Anyway, it was pretty cool. They did an awesome job on that track. The rotation for the first day, though, was tough. There was a really technical spot that was kicking everybody's butt, so we're not going to really show any of the runs from the first day because that was kind of a knocking the rust off and getting back in the groove of racing there in Lewiston. At the end of day one, as y'all already know, Cleetus and Greg Biffle were there. He was the fastest qualifying time in our class after day one by, I think, just a couple tenths. I was pretty comfortable, though. I knew the boat had it a lot more. But we had some good clean runs after we got everything kind of rolling along and smoothing out. Day two, we go out there and boom, we lay down a smoker right from the get-go. So we jumped into the lead pretty substantially, had a really good time. We'll show that run right now. It was clean. It's exactly what we needed to do. I wanted to get out in front of the pack and start kind of driving it a little bit more, driving the way of the way the racing went for the day. So that's what we did. Here goes round one.
Nice job.
That felt good.
All right, so with comms in our helmets, it's kind of changed the way that we're working together as driver and navigator, and we come up with a couple shapes that kind of make sense and some words that we can use. So in the walk around on day one, we're kind of coming up with some ideas, and I'm like, hey, this thing feels like a slingshot. Like you come around this hairpin and then slingshot out of it. And Jen came up with one where it's kind of technical going through the middle, and that was ping pong, right? What else? What other words were we using for some of those?
So the first, out of all of the turn sequences, the first one we did was ping pong.
Yeah.
So that went up to one side of the whole track, back down to the other. And then we did directly into slingshot.
Slingshot, which so that sends us around the high speed thing. That's how we kind of came up with slingshot.
Yep. And then right before you go into that high speed corner, I think they were calling it the NASCAR turn.
Yeah.
Anyway, or speed bowl is what we called it. Then you go into the hairpin. So the hairpin, that's the most technical hairpin on the rotation. Yeah. And then directly right before you hit the hairpin, then I'd give you a finish it.
Finish it. Just, so everybody uses different stuff, but that's what we came up with. So it was ping pong, slingshot, hairpin to finish it. So that's how we kind of worked our way in it. And then on our second qualifier of Saturday, we had a little oops. We're coming out of the hairpin. I was just trying to use all the track that I could, and we touched, and Jen goes, finish it, finish it, finish it. Right?
As if you could have corrected it.
Exactly, like but that's what your job is, essentially. You saw me not going the right way, so you start yelling, finish it, because that's what was next. And what happened is we just went wide, and we touched the bank. The gravel there, it's very silty, so we smacked some fins pretty hard here. But the biggest thing, the reason that we wrecked and went up is our steering locked up. This thing is locked solid. There's tiny little pieces of gravel in here, And it was a lot. I still can't move it. So we're going to have to take the pump apart to free that up. But that's why we hit the bank. We couldn't steer. But that was it, is we flipping touched the bank. Gravel got in the pump. We lost steering. And then it just shredded the bottom of the boat. So let's look at that run. It was pretty exciting. That was one of the bigger offs. It's a really steep bank. So the boat kind of went up high. But I don't know.
When the gravel stuck into the pump, when you go like this, what were you trying to do?
I was trying to free it up.
Okay.
Like in my mini boat, it does the same thing. And if I can jiggle it, sometimes you can work it free. But any steering wheel movement you saw was just the cables flexing. It was, this thing is not moving at all.
Right.
It is, that thing is like just frozen solid. So any movement is just the cables flexing. But anyway, we'll watch that run. It was a little bit of excitement, and it was essentially our biggest off of the day.
Okay.
All right, so we got the rear section of the pump out. The impeller's a little bit chewed up, but this thing is still just bound up. Like we can hear, you can see where the knuckle in there moves. We can hear gravel gritting, kind of chewing around in there, but this thing still won't move at all. I'm gonna try to flush it with water and see what happens. All right, we have an issue. We have a hose crazy dog. Well, we're gonna try to see if we can get this gravel to get, oh, there it goes. Simple as that. Water. That's crazy. It just released. It's that tight down in there though, but all right, we got her to unlock. Yeah, that was it. Simple as that. That's why I threw it in reverse, to see if we can get water to flush it back out. But anyway, we will put this back together. All right, so that was the last qualifier that we ended up beaching it on. Then we go into the elimination rounds, and I was feeling pretty good with the boat. I knew it was fast, so we didn't want to go too crazy. We knew we had the forecut at least covered, so our plan was just to go kind of easy, clean some things up, and get a clean run. And that's essentially what we did, except for we hit and killed a bird. Right about the second corner, we had a bird go right between mine and Jen's head. I think it hit the roll cage, knocked it out into the water, and then we ran back over it. So you'll see that on this onboard. You gotta watch carefully. But yeah, we took out a bird and our 8-cut, but we ended up moving on. So let's watch that, the onboard, and we'll talk about that more here in a second. All right, so we got that run under the books, and now strategy kind of comes into play. So I wanted to go out hard in the forecut, because I wanted the chance to run second in the final. So we went for it because I wanted to get ahead of Cleetus and put the pressure on him so that he has to go hard and run first. And if he makes a mistake, then that's the benefit of running second. So we did. We went out and we ran a pretty hard forecut run, and we earned the right to go second. So let's watch that on board. It was probably one of our cleaner runs of the day so far. I don't know the exact time. I'll post it once I get that. But here, well, let's watch the forecut run, and then we'll move on to the finals. That's pretty fast, I think.
Yeah, I think. Don't you think? Woo! They look happy.
I'm kind of out of breath.
Me too.
All right, so running the finals, Cleetus went out. As all you know, he jumped that first island, but he still had a pretty decent time. We had that covered, but it wasn't a gimme. We still had to go run a nice, clean, smooth run, and we did. Jen, what did we go smoke? What was our last run of the day? What was our time?
I don't know, 38?
Oh my.
I just asked you.
Take two. What was our time?
39.6.
39.6, our first sub 40 run all day. Pretty sure that was enough. Don't you think?
I think so. Yeah, baby.
Let's see if they did it. It's going to be a tight one.
Oh, it was freaking awesome. Yep, we killed it. It was smooth. I think we nailed all of the corners that we needed to.
I have a question.
What?
Where did the Jester's dead comms come from? Why did you say that?
Well, Dustin had been saying it all weekend. That's a Top Gun reference.
It's a Top Gun reference. Our team it was nothing against Cleetus or anybody else. We were going to say that even if we lost, probably. So they dared you to say it over the comms because we knew it'd be on the video. So
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job on the first win.
Yeah.
Alex. All of the Jolly Roger boats are now made by Alex Haxby Speed Marine. And this is the beast right here. The motor was flipping flawless all day. We just changed some jetting pretty much.
Did some jets and let it rip.
Well, other than tearing apart the pump. But anyway, so yeah, it was a pretty stellar first race of the season. And now we're here at Web Slough getting ready. We did a little upgrade. We have a Motec that's wired in, so that's what we've been working on. But thanks for watching. We're going to sign out. That was the first race, starting out with a win. That's pretty awesome for us. That's kind of rare for us, but hope you enjoyed the video. Next one's going to be about here at Web Slough. Thanks for watching. All right, you know what we're going to do?
What?
Hold on, because we're going to go do the part that they took out, okay?
Oh no.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, go
Hold
be
on.
careful.
Hold on.
Yeah, baby. Oh. Oh, fuck.
My fucking steering is fucked again.
We get it?